Warning, this podcast may have language that may be offensive to some listeners. We do apologize if we offend anyone. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome to the MachoBurger podcast. For the first time ever, I'm Jonathan Jacobs, being the host of this podcast. And right next to me is my right-hand man, Dylan Nailman.
Yo, it is Dylan Nail. We decided to change things up this week and let me be interviewed for once. Because I've also never been interviewed at all.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But also, we're also going to be talking about other things. Before we do that, first things first, something you brought to my attention about Jon Stewart.
Yeah, Jon Stewart. He actually just had his final show as the host of The Daily Show last Thursday. I actually watched it. It was actually pretty heartfelt. He had everyone who's ever been on the show. Well, all the little bit cast members he always had as interviews and stuff like that. He had everyone like John Oliver, Wyatt Cenac, all those.
So
guys.
everybody that he started out with, basically.
Yeah, and Stephen Colbert even came back for it. So it was pretty cool. When I was watching it, I had chills come up because I've always loved Jon Stewart. Stuff like that. So yeah.
Isn't he replacing what's his name? What's his name?
David Letterman?
Yeah.
No, that's Stephen Colbert.
Oh, okay. Well.
Which starts September 8th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so first time ever, I'm going to be interviewing Dylan Nail. I haven't decided yet, or not me decided, but have we decided as a group, are we going to start interviewing multiple people from now on, or are we just going to do it where we just go with the flow?
I think it's more of a go with the flow kind of thing. Because whenever we started this, it was just let's do a podcast.
It was mainly just start.
Because we were pumped up from what pay-per-view did we watch that night? Was it Extreme? No. It wasn't Extreme Rules.
It was one before it, I think.
No, because we didn't do it at WrestleMania.
No, I know it wasn't WrestleMania, but we did. It was something.
I think it was. I don't know. I remember which one it was, but it wasn't it was a few weeks ago. Actually, about a month ago.
It was something like.
No, it was Payback.
Payback, yeah, that's it.
And that's when we decided to do it.
And it was screw it, why not try it out and see what happens?
Yeah, because you also. Was that the same time you busted the bottle? No.
No, that was at the same day.
No, you busted a Coke bottle at a different time.
That's the truth. Yeah, that was the day before we did the podcast, or what was the day before or the day after?
No, that was the day before we did the one with the first one with Kaiser.
That was because we actually mentioned it into the podcast.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go ahead and start this interview. So,
yeah, man.
Dylan, what is your main goal in life?
My main goal, I actually wanted to be a history teacher, but to do that, you gotta go to college. And the thing is, I never really planned on going to college, but I was just using it as a backup plan, just in case someone else falls out. Mm-hmm. But I was gonna start going, but the thing is, I got rejected. Not by college, but financial aid. Mm-hmm. I got denied for that, which that really sucks. Cause I'm not gonna pay out of pocket just to go to school.
I mean, I don't blame you there, but
yeah.
And plus, if you did, you probably you wouldn't have the money on hand immediately, so you'd have to go through student loans. And honestly, I don't blame you doing that. You don't want to deal with that later in life.
Because I don't want to be in debt.
That too, but also, but at the same time, it's not always a bad thing if you're able to accomplish what you want to accomplish and do what you're able to do. You'd be happy about that and be proud to do it. But go ahead.
But being a teacher, that was a fallback plan. It's a hardcore fallback plan.
So that wasn't your main thing you wanted to do.
That was never anything I wanted to do. It wasn't a goal that I had to be okay, here I am, plan A. Let's go be a teacher. No. That's more of a plan C.
What's your plan A and B then?
Well, plan A... actually it's kind of the same thing. Plan A and B. Mm-hmm. There technically is no plan B here. But, except for teacher, obviously. But,
obviously.
It's actually to be an entertainer. That's what I really want to do.
Like we're doing right now, pretty much.
Because I enjoy making people laugh.
Mm-hmm. And you're good at it.
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes my jokes get a little aggressive. You know that.
That's the truth.
And like if I hurt someone's feelings like on accident, I feel horrible because I'm failing at my job. Because
you're doing the opposite of what you wanted to do.
Because my job, like my goal in life, is to make people laugh and feel good about themselves. And like if I ever hurt anyone's feelings, I do not mean that. I do not mean it. You know, like I honestly feel like shit. I'll feel like the scum of the earth if I actually hurt someone's feelings. And so that's actually my main goal, to be a comedian or entertainer. As you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I've always wanted to be a wrestler ever since I was a kid.
So that's your more or less B plan kind of thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, you gotta go through a lot of training.
Yeah, a lot.
And as you know, I'm kind of lazy.
Well, it's not that. It's probably because it's really intense.
It really is. So from what I've heard, it's really intense.
That's why a lot of them are ripped.
Yeah. Well, but then there's some that's not ripped. Like you have like
Big Show.
Well, we have like Kevin Owens, Mick Foley. Mick Foley. He wasn't. He's probably muscular, but he's not like bodybuilder.
Yeah, but at the same time, they probably had to build up their bodies to withstand these kind of moves constantly. So.
But like Mick Foley, he's always been a huge inspiration for me. Anyways, just because like here's a dude who doesn't look like The Rock. He doesn't look like Hulk Hogan or he doesn't
Macho Man.
He doesn't look like the generic wrestler. He looks like
an average Joe.
Yeah, he looks like an average Joe. And that's why I liked Mick Foley or Mankind or Dude Love or Cactus Jack, whatever era you started watching Mick Foley in. I actually got to meet him back in April last year when he was at the Comedy Zone in Hickory. I talked to him for a little bit.
You actually got to get signatures from too, right?
Yeah.
From the books you gave him.
Yeah, and the books he has. Yeah, and then he also. He's also really funny because he's doing a comedy thing now where he's telling his stories. But I remember like watching him fight like the Undertaker and being thrown off a cell, losing his teeth.
Losing his teeth.
Or
That's an understatement.
Through his nose.
God.
But throughout his entire career, I watched him get his ass destroyed, and I love him for it.
I love him because he got destroyed.
No, because he did it.
I know what you mean.
Like, he didn't do it for the money. He did it for the love of the business and the love of the fans. And that's why I've always liked Mick Foley. And that's also why I wear plaid a lot. And people think it's like, oh, he looks like Jack Black. That's why I wear plaid a lot. No, I wear plaid because I fucking love Mick Foley.
But at the same time, you do look like Jack Black.
Yeah,
and speaking of which, you actually didn't you say you in Walmart or wherever you went, you actually signed somebody?
Yeah. Someone said, "Oh, it's Jack Black. I get your autograph." And then so I just signed the J. I sign a J, and then I write my name, Dylan, and then I sign a B, and then my last name. So if they ever try to sell that, they're gonna get like a total of like 2 pennies.
2 pennies.
2 pennies. Yeah, 'cause it's not worth that much. It's Jadillon Banale.
Jadillon Banale. That needs to be on a t-shirt.
No, it shouldn't. But yeah, like so, my main goal is actually to be a comedian. Like I do have like a lot of inspirations from comedians, like mainly Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's a huge inspiration for me. Like he's done the Daily Show for 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 16 years. And through the entire time, I didn't get to watch all 16 years. I started watching them about when I was around the age of 12. And now I'm almost 19, so I didn't get to watch him for a lot. But the many times I did get to watch him, he never failed to make me laugh. or make me feel a kind of way. Because there's been some episodes where like a serious issue had happened that day. And then like especially whenever that church got shot up here recently.
Yeah.
The episode that came on that night, he just kept hitting his pen against the desk, and then he goes, I apologize to the fans here tonight, but tonight's not one of those nights where I'm going to be making jokes about anything. And then I really respect him for just playing it like Here's a serious issue that happened.
And I'm not gonna make fun of it.
Well, he wouldn't know. He wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean though.
Yeah, if he doesn't run for president, I don't know, because he deserves it. He's such a genius, man. I love Jon Stewart. There's probably people like, oh no, Stephen Colbert's better. Fuck Stephen Colbert.
I love how you just straight up.
Stephen Colbert was funny, but he wasn't Jon Stewart funny. Cause I've watched Stephen Colbert a few times, hit or miss. I'm like, I'll chuckle here and there, cause he was too goofy.
He's mediocre at best.
He was too goofy for what he was doing, and then people always say, oh, Stephen Colbert, the king of political comedy. No, fuck you. You're wrong. It was Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's the king of political comedy. You take your own cultured ass back to wherever the fuck you came from.
God, just straight up being blunt.
I mean, because Jon Stewart's amazing. Jon Stewart is the king.
I feel like not Jon Stewart, but I feel like Stephen Colbert tried to always up the ante over Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
I think that's why he tried to go that level of being funnier. And of course, apparently, through your eyes, he didn't do it. And
No.
he's always been funny, but apparently to everybody else, not saying everybody likes Stephen Colbert over Jon Stewart, but the vast majority says they like Stephen Colbert over Jon Stewart. So
I did not like Stephen Colbert. I mean, I think he's okay.
I mean, I don't think.
I don't hate him by any means.
I don't hate neither of them. They're actually both pretty funny, but honestly, I'd probably say I would lean more toward Jon Stewart just because he had a funnier attitude and atmosphere.
Yeah. And
plus, he's been in a lot of good movies, so. Well, maybe not a lot, but a good.
I do know he played in Big Daddy with Adam Sandler.
Which I love that movie.
Who doesn't? Even the Sprouse, Dylan and Cole Sprouse played in that.
I know, right?
Yeah, which is interesting.
Which was interesting. Anyway, continuing what you were saying, unless you ended it.
oh yeah, with comedy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always thoroughly enjoyed making people laugh. If my goal in life is to make at least someone laugh. If I can't make a single person laugh, I failed that day. I failed myself that day. I love making people laugh and make them feel fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if I can't do that,
what's the point?
Yeah.
I understand. I got you.
Might as well
you might as well not even.
I might as well just go get a telemarketer job or something like that.
Oh God.
Yeah. Just call people
And we're not making fun of anybody or yeah, we are.
Like hey, you forgot to pay your phone bill.
Let it go on.
They're shit like that, man. Just call telemarketers. And then stuff so if I can't make anyone laugh in the day, I feel shitty.
Very shitty.
Yeah. I feel like I failed myself.
Don't every day you would go to school, you'd pick me up. You'd always, as soon as I get in the car, you'd come up with some kind of funny joke or that day and make me freaking laugh hysterically.
Or some weird insult. Because I was a guy in high school. They came up with a funny insult to call their friend. Call your friend a dick moose today. call him a penis flower, or a fuck farm, something like that. I'm the guy who just comes up with weird stuff in my mind. And then someone came up to me and told me someone told me I would love to get in your mind. No, you fucking wouldn't. My mind is fucking weird. My mind is a clusterfuck of weirdness.
That's why you need to be a comedian, because that stuff right there is freaking hilarious.
Because the way I was going with it, because Charlie Sheen said he got tiger blood. I have crazy blood. That's weird.
That's weird.
He's gonna come to the ceiling and fucking stab me, but. Someone has said I would love to get in your mind for an hour. No, you would fucking hand me my brain back, because my mind just goes from because I have this giant board. I've said like a good 1,400 times, and we've only been doing this for a short amount of time.
Going on 14 minutes. I'm freaking constantly saying like.
I'm just like my sister.
Oh God.
She knows. We always make fun of her for that. But I have this board of ideas that are just weird.
But hilarious at the same time.
Awkwardly laughing in serious situations. Aggressive compliments. Let's see.
Aggressive compliments.
Barry the retarded unicorn.
Barry?
Yeah, Barry.
Oh.
Shaquille O'Deal's Icy Hot Love Juice. Yeah, like, I have so many things that are weird that people would... No one wants to have my brain. Nobody needs to have my brain. They will explode. They will explode with weirdness.
And that's why you need to be a comedian, but that way
Yeah.
you could send your weirdness to everybody and make them laugh.
Yeah. And that's what I do. That's what I try to do. And, like, if that ever falls back, I guess I could be, like, a Jack Black teacher.
A Jack Black.
Just, like, from School of Rock or something. Of that effect.
That'd actually be really freaking awesome if you did that.
But, like, I probably wouldn't be a music teacher. I'm more than likely would be a theater or a history.
I'd actually like to see both of that. If you actually were.
Be a history theater teacher.
History theater teacher? That'd actually be hilarious if you actually did that.
The history of theater. Shakespeare had his dick cut off at the age of 12. That's probably not true.
What about if it is and you just randomly came up with that?
Well, I would hope not.
Well, I hope not.
I think he had kids, didn't he?
I don't know.
It's like weird. Well, they also didn't have sperm banks back then. So I don't know what he did.
Who knows?
He wrote some fucked up shit.
Anyway.
Ironically, he hate poetry.
That's funny.
Fact of the day.
Facts of life! Anyway.
I don't know what that was.
The next thing is, how and why did you come, or how did you come up with MachoBurger Productions?
Well, the original name wasn't MachoBurger Productions. It was actually Your Face Productions, but that was already taken.
Yep.
And so I'm not gonna lie to you, I was sitting on the toilet coming up with this idea. I was hungry, thinking about what I was gonna eat for lunch. And I was also thinking of Macho Man Randy Savage for some weird reason. And then, like, I was sitting there and it came to me, boom, MachoBurger Productions. And that's literally, because I was thinking of cheeseburgers. And that's how MachoBurger Productions became to be.
And as soon as he told me the idea, I immediately in my head was just coming up with the logo, and that's the logo you see every day.
Yeah. And the reason I started it was to get out there, you know? Because, honestly...
That's a really unique name, and I think a lot of people probably like it a lot.
Yeah. The reason we started it was just, like, we wanted to have a thing to follow, like, to have. Like, that's ours.
That's totally ours.
Which is the comic book, and we wanted to have, which is the Adventures of Dr. Thunderthighs and Nailman.
Which hopefully we'll be working on very soon. I know we haven't been talking about. Not only have we not been talking about it much, but at the same time haven't been doing anything really by writing and drawing any of the recent pages. But sooner or later we will be. It's just been a really busy to work on it. So anyway, continue.
And we wanted to have like our own production company essentially.
Pretty much, basically like just an entertainment kind of thing.
Yeah,
mainly,
it's basically an entertainment name to call ourselves because like. Trevor Moore had The Whitest Kid You Know. It was like him and 4 other people. And you have Monty Python and like stuff like that. And I kind of wanted to have my own thing. And so that's where I came up with MachoBurger Productions.
And of course, as soon as I heard it, I hopped on board. Yeah. So we became MachoBurger Productions.
And then it was me and you at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Steven joined in. Mm-hmm. And then Kaiser joined in. And
speaking of Steven... we are going to hopefully have very soon a collaboration with another, specifically for gaming. It's hopefully going to be of a Let's Play, and it's going to be called Shrapnel and Cheetos. And it's going to be me of Steven doing the awesome gaming videos of Let's Plays very soon. I don't know how soon, but very soon, so you should see those up very soon. I don't know how many times I said soon.
7.
Good.
I don't really know. I didn't count.
Well, there you go. But anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, go ahead and continue about the story.
MachoBurger Production. MachoBurger.
Oh.
Yeah, I started it because I wanted to get us out there. I started the YouTube channel. Like I created the YouTube channel back in February, I think.
Yeah, it's been up for a while. It's just no videos have been on it.
And we just started uploading here soon. Well, we actually started uploading on SoundCloud at first. And then I found out, we don't have SoundCloud Pro.
Which is...
So,
we couldn't constantly keep uploading without a limit, which I hate absolutely a lot. But, luckily, YouTube, you ain't got that burden.
And that's why we switched over to YouTube. And so far, we're doing pretty good.
I'd say so.
We are looking for more guests to come on the show. on the MachoBurger show and the MachoBurger podcast. We're looking for stuff like that.
We're also looking for more of a crew. That way we have more people to help us edit videos, film, and or set up stuff. That way we ain't got to do it. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. But
I'll do it because I used to do it for like the Ford's news team.
That's true.
News, so.
But it'd just be easier on our part.
Yeah,
that's why we say we need a crew.
I never edited anything. Mm-hmm. But now I know how to.
But it would just be a lot easier with an actual crew.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Kaiser's doing. That's how when he hopped on board, we're doing a collaboration with his channel.
Yeah. Let's check it out. Kaiser Isbell. Kaiser Isbell. I'm sorry, I saw one word. He's got some pretty unique stuff. It's a free running in gaming, I do believe.
Yep, you're right.
He hasn't uploaded anything here recently because he's still working. He's actually still working on his PC computer.
Not only that, gaming PC, but not only that, he's been really busy lately. It's only been through luck that he's been able to come on board with our channel and stuff like that.
But with what I want to do with this, like I don't want it just to be a podcast channel.
We want it to be skits.
Yeah, which is why I came up with the ideas to do like little miniature fake movie trailers.
Would actually be really hilarious. We're actually going to be working on one very soon.
And we'll probably be auditioning people for the roles for those as well. I do know I already have someone wanting to do the 50 Shades of Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man. I do know I have someone who's going to be like one of the characters in the trailer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know who it is?
I'm not going to say just in case.
Okay. Just in case they don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just in case they don't want to do it.
I thought you were talking about Kaiser or somebody.
No. And then we also have a couple challenges. Challenges is what we've been doing here recently.
We actually have one coming up soon, so stay forward to that or look forward to that.
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but we've done the Bean Boozle and we did the Pringles taste test so far. Which I think the Pringles taste test would have been better if we were blindfolded. But then I still would have known what the flavors were.
Not only that, you actually probably needed a third person to help you feed the chips to you. Otherwise, you just, the fuck are the chips at?
What?
And then knocking shit over.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so we are looking for help.
We haven't found anybody yet. No one's messaged us or that kind of thing. We have actually multiple...
Yes,
multiple
sources of social media. We have a Twitter.
Not only that, we also have multiple requests to be a guest from multiple people we know. There's actually going to be a lot of guests coming very soon. So
yeah. And sorry,
that was an awkward pause.
Sorry.
Anyway, go ahead.
I've talked to a lot of people who've been wanting to get on the show, and so. I'm trying. It's kind of hard to come up with a schedule because my work schedule. Because I work at the Carmike, so it's kind of hard to okay, I'm gonna set for this day. Oh shit! Now I gotta work that day. Now I gotta rearrange it.
Oh shit! You gotta come in for work.
So the schedule usually comes out on Tuesdays, so I try to decide what day I'm gonna do whenever the schedule comes out. So
it mainly depends on your schedule. Basically, is whenever we can do this kind of stuff we're doing right now.
Yeah. But really the main inspiration behind me wanting to do this comedy stuff, probably from the Whitest Kids You Know. Because I've watched them from season 1 to season 5, and I've watched it over and over and over and over again. That's how much I love them. All 5 of those guys are fucking comedic geniuses. They are like the Dave Grohl of comedy troops. They are hilarious. Hilarious. And I honestly love them. If you've never watched Whitest Kids You Know, go check them out. And if you don't, I can't blame you.
I can't blame you. I mean that's your decision.
I'm not gonna break anyone's legs because they don't go watch it, but I might.
But I might.
I'm kidding. Maybe. I would never physically hurt. I would never physically harm anybody.
Are you sure about that?
Well, if you punch me in the face, I'm gonna break your arm.
No, there you go. So it depends on if you get punched or hurt.
Yeah.
Then they're getting hurt.
Yeah. So the mindset I have with this is that I want to be the best at what we do. People are going to tell us that, oh, you shouldn't do that, that's not funny. Well,
not like that. There's multiple people doing it. You're just being one of those people that constantly do shit.
Oh, you guys are like Rhett and Link. You guys are doing challenges. Oh, you're doing other things. Oh, this. That's where you fucked up, my man. Cause we're not only gonna we're here to stay, man. Like I'm here to stay.
We're not doing
I'm
it
not-
because we want to be the popular or
Like
we want to be it because we love doing it and we feel like why not put it out there for the world to see.
yeah, like I'm going to. My goal with this is to make sure everyone knows the name MachoBurger Productions. And whenever people tell me that I'm wrong for doing this, I'm going to go out
And punch them in the throat.
No, and prove them wrong. I'm gonna prove like people are probably gonna be like they're not gonna last long. They'll probably be here until the end of 2015. Then they'll give it up.
Well, that's full of shit because we're not giving it up.
I'm here to stay, man. Because I have this mindset. I'm not giving up on this. This is what I want to do. I want to be a comedian. I want to be a funny man. Like I want this to go on and carry on. So, like the more I get told, oh, you're not gonna last long. Like in my mind, like that's where they fucked up. Because I'm gonna prove I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna work harder, write more funny stuff, get funnier, work harder, and I'm gonna prove everyone fucking wrong.
And that's straight up.
Yeah, like that's what I'm gonna do.
And see, and that's one main thing about it is the fact that he has such dedication for this channel and for the whole Macho Burger thing. Like he's been nonstop editing and posting and uploading and social media.
Yeah, like there's been some nights I don't go to bed till like 5 a.m. and I fucking love it.
And I honestly feel like I'm not doing any part of it. I mean, I feel like I'm hardly a part of it unless we're doing it in the podcast or videos.
Like,
but because he's usually the one posting for the channels and the Facebook pages and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, if anything, congratulate him and or be proud of him for doing all the stuff because he's mainly the one doing it. I'm pretty much just here doing the logo or helping with the podcast.
Well, and so is Kaz is helping a lot too.
That's true, yeah.
So.
But I do want to be more dedicated to this, just considering I don't live really close to him, I can't just go up and see him and do this channel just like he does. Otherwise, I would, and I'd be constantly here with him doing all the stuff he's been doing recently.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to get my name out there and be like, MachoBurger Productions, these guys are serious. These guys are hilarious. I want people to know us. I want people to know the name
MachoBurger Productions.
And then I just want everyone to know.
We want to be that big where we
can stay.
And not only that, we want to be big enough to where we get T-shirts and merchandise, figurines. But of course, that's going to be way in the future.
Yeah.
But
like, I just have this mindset that I'm not giving up. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be like a comedian, like be in the comedy business.
Mm.
Like, this is what I want to do.
This is what you believe you've been destined to do.
Yeah, like I think I was born to make people laugh, to be an entertainer. Like this is what I'm here to do.
And see, and that's all you can really hope for is just be the best at what you want to do. And since this is what you want to do, you're so far living it. So that's all that matters. So honestly, this is kind of like an inspirational thing for people out there that whatever you
do it.
That too. But anything you want to do, just set your mind to it and you'll do it. Screw everybody else that says you're not going to be able to do it or they put you down just because they think you're not good enough. So
that means they're jealous.
That's exactly what it is.
They're jealous that they're not doing it.
Because they fucking suck. So just follow your dreams and do what you want to do.
They're waiting to see you fail, my man. They're not going to see us fail.
That's the damn truth.
Well,
but anyway, they
will see us do some crazy challenges that are going to physically harm us.
Not only that, probably gross them out.
You never know.
No, there might be some people that be into that stuff, but...
Yeah, because, I mean, Tosh Bono,
there you go.
he had an entire segment dedicated to puke.
There you go.
See?
But yeah.
Alrighty.
So let's go ahead and continue on. Well, we kind of already went through the inspirations. You already pretty much told everything about your inspirations. And why you decided to go with YouTube, we kind of already went with that. Pretty much is what's next is anything else you can think of. Anything else I can think of? Not offhand, but one of the things is it says your last relationship. How did it go?
Yeah, well, it started out really well. I mean, I'm not one of those people like because I see on social media like, oh, my ex is horrible. No, my ex was cool. She was really awesome. Like I thought she was it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was the one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, honestly, in my mind, I think I just overthink things a lot, and that's where I honestly fuck up, and that's where everything else just goes downhill. Like, she was great. I'm not gonna bash her at all, but like at the same time, I'm not gonna place any blame on her because she was amazing. You know, I didn't like. I'm not very well at relationships. I mean, all I have to blame is me, cause I'm in my mind I'm not the prettiest looking dude ever. Like I don't look like Dwayne Johnson. I look like Jack Black face fucked Danny DeVito. Like that's what I look like. I look like Danny DeVito and fucking Jack Black had an orgy and then made me.
Oh my god! Stop thrashing yourself. Don't do that.
But like I think it was on me when it ended. I think it was me, just because I was so wrapped up in getting us MachoBurger started. I was so wrapped up, and I honestly forgot. Like I'm not gonna place any blame on her.
So it's almost like you're telling me that because of your dream, you just got so much caught up in it, you didn't have focus on her. Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, essentially, and
but at the same time, it's also not your fault because you're doing what you love. So I mean, at the same time, it's
and like it was hard because you were the first person I talked to after. Like she was pretty cool though. I haven't talked to her since,
which is understandable.
But that's normal. But the only thing I didn't like was that we never really talked. Like I think we talked like at least once a week, at least.
Like physically in person or like
no. Well, that too. We only saw each other like once a week, but that's also kind of normal. But like I think we just kind of like. Well, she had school whenever she was still in college when we first met, so like I understood that. And then like we just kind of honestly ignored each other, essentially, and not me. Well, me not meaning to. I mean, she's probably busy a lot, but I honestly didn't mean to.
So it's like you're pretty much you guys just had a really shitty time being in the relationship because you're focusing on the MachoBurger YouTube channel and all the social media, where she's focusing on her college stuff. So it's like you guys are pretty much had no time to see each other. So it's kind of like the reason you did break up is because you're so busy and can't see
she's
each other.
Graduated now, so
yeah. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean.
But like I just think it kind of went downhill, like mainly not because of MachoBurger Productions. I'm not gonna blame it on that. I'm just gonna blame it just because I didn't work. I mean, I do work. I have a job, but I just didn't put time in the relationship, and that was my downfall. I mean,
unfortunately, but
yeah,
you're not. It's not like he's constantly depressed. One good thing about him, he's one of those guys that constantly, he gets over it, but he also he'll take a something sad and make it happy, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be depressed, honestly. I used to be like after I graduated high school, like whenever like school started back, all my friends are going to college, and then I lost a few friends. Like fuck you, Steven, Kaiser, the only 3 people I talked to out of my graduating class. I mean, occasionally I'll talk to them here and there, but
yeah, I mean, you and Steven and Kaiser are the only ones that taught my graduation.
Our
graduation
the 3
class.
I graduated with, you're the only 3 I keep in touch with. We had a shit ton of people we graduated with.
That's a shit ton.
And James, he didn't graduate with us, but I've known him since we were in elementary school, so I still talk to him constantly.
That's true. Plus, he was also a special guest, I think, in the second podcast.
Yeah, he was.
So check that one out if you haven't seen it. But it really sucks once you actually do graduate, because a lot of people think whenever you're actually in school or in high school, you hate it. Yeah, until you actually leave, you actually miss it, which is weird.
And honestly, I was only friends with half those people just because I saw them five days a week.
5 days a fucking week.
Like, that's really all. I was friends with somebody because I just seen them 5 days a week. And like that sucks, because like all this the fuck, baby. And so like for the past 4 years,
not a sponsor.
Me and for the past 4 years, from my freshman year to senior year, I became good friends with a lot of people,
A lot.
After graduation.
And that's actually when I met you and Steven.
After graduation, boom. No.
Boom! You're all gone!
I'm not going to talk to you. Like, that. Like, whenever I walked across the stage, when I walked down, going back to my seat, that's when I realized I'm never going to see these motherfuckers again in my life.
That's when it became real. Especially when you're about to step the stage or step on the stage, and then as soon as you're handed the diploma, it's like, holy shit!
Like one of my best.
We're never gonna go to school.
One of my best friends through high school, Josiah Taylor. One of the last few times. Well, I'm pretty sure he'd be okay with me using his name. Mm-hmm. But one of the last few times I actually really saw him was at his graduation party. That was one of the last few times I actually have ever talked to him face to face. I mean, I text him here and there, but that's really the last time I actually talked to him face to face. And he was a great friend, you know. But if he called me up in 2 hours from now and say, "Hey man, I really need you," I would go to his house. I would drop what I'm doing in an hour and be like, "Hey man, what's up?" And that's kind of why I'm starting this, so I can get in touch with old friends that I've lost.
That way you can have all the friends that you used to know be the guests on the show.
Yeah, and that's a little filsy, the way I said that. A little filsy.
A little bit. But honestly, it makes sense. You missed your friends, and you just want to have them on the show and see them again.
Yeah, the one person I really want on the show lives a shit ton of miles away. And that's my sister, Brooke. I really want her on the show, but she lives all the way in Utah.
That'd actually be really cool if she was on the show.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to go out there and visit them and get both hopefully Kirk and Brooke both on the show.
Kirk is her husband.
Yeah. Because he knows a lot about gaming and stuff like that, so I think he would be really cool on the show. And the shoot.
Plus, he could also probably give us help with songs we're going to be doing.
Yeah. We are working on a few songs. So that'd be really cool for him to collaborate with and stuff like that.
God dang it, that hurt. I'm sorry, but I figured just bumped the shit out of my knee.
I saw that.
It hurt a lot.
I heard it, and I felt it in my heart.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I'm hoping to go out there and see them pretty soon. That'd be really cool.
And you'd film the show right there with them, or you hopefully bring them down here?
Oh, I'd probably film it out there.
Okay. Or, well, naturally record it, not necessarily film it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. But
I'm going to film you, but I can't see you.
Oh. That ruffled my jimmies in a negative way.
but anyway.
Yeah, the thing is, going back to my relationships, I'm not very good at them because I don't know really how to talk to a girl. Because I don't want to say this because it sounds bad, but my dad was there, but he kind of wasn't because he's working all the time. When I was younger, he worked all the time.
And I know how I feel. That's the same way as my dad.
So I never really had anyone be like, okay, this is how you talk to a woman. Because I talk to everyone like they're my friend.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, and that's probably not the best way to get a date. Because I walk up to you, I'm like, hey John, how's it going, you little chicken fucker?
Yeah, the last thing you want to say to your date.
No, I mean,
hey, chicken fucker, want a date?
I mean, I don't do that on dates, though.
I'm just saying, that's what people are going to think. Wait, what the fuck? He goes around saying, hey, women, I want to... Hey, chicken fucker, you want to be my date?
Hey, chicken fucker. But no, I have a hard time, knowing when people are flirting with me as well.
Or say the one you've been recently saying, hey, you poon.
Oh, yeah, that has been my recent cuss word of choice. Which that is weird. I don't know how that one came. I don't know how that curse word came to be because
I have no idea.
I mean, I've heard other people say it. And I'm like, poon. That's a weird word. Let me start saying it. but first, an Urban Dictionary to make sure it wasn't a racial slur. But I found out it was not a racial slur. So I was like, okay, it's safe to use. It's safe to use. But
anyway.
Sorry, sometimes I have to throw things.
He did. He just threw a freaking kazoo across the room.
But and I also think that sometimes I get a little aggressive because when I get nervous, I get aggressive for some reason.
Very fucking aggressive.
like me and you have drove in the car together, and I've just screamed at passing cars just for shits and giggles. And then.
Not really that. I don't know if you actually told this story. You probably have eventually. But he's talking about when me and Steven were spending the night at his house, right? I think it was, what is it, a couple weeks before graduation, or it was like a month or something.
I think it was like a couple months before.
Either way, for some freaking reason, Steven decided he needed to wake Dylan up.
Cause I fell asleep in a chair, and then Steven, I guess he forgot that I was a violent scarer.
And so whenever he tried to wake him, he literally just gets decked right under the chin. First of all, I think he's fucking dead.
Because he grabs me by the shoulders and just shakes me violently. He's like, "Wake up!" And then I just go, "Holy fuck!" and just punch him. I come out of the chair and uppercut him.
And he just passes back the fuck out. Like, considering I was the guy sitting in another chair just watching that happen, I thought he died. I'm not even kidding. Like, I would shake him. He was hardly breathing. I shit you not. He was hardly breathing.
I woke up an hour later from that. Steven's still knocked out, and John's still, like, sitting there freaking out. Because I couldn't fall back to sleep because I hear John going, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
What the fuck?
And then I wake up and I look at John, I'm like, "Shut up." Yeah, and then I finally go back to sleep.
After that, I just lay back down because I just wanted the day to be over. Or the morning, just to make sure he didn't die.
Well, he didn't, because...
Obviously, because he's sitting right there, but...
Yeah!
Fucking kazoo!
Oh my god! I thought that broke it first.
That actually came really close to your head. Holy crap. But anyway, go ahead.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get really aggressive, and I don't mean to be aggressive. Just... Like,
especially whenever he falls.
Like, I don't have anger issues. I just have aggression issues.
Like, literally, we were walking, what it was, like, almost like winter
It was Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving break.
And he was going to Route 21. And he
buy some cologne.
He slipped on the one piece of fucking ice on the ground.
You saw it. You didn't even tell me. You saw it way before we even got near it.
Because I honestly want to see if you'd step on it. Sure enough, you fucking stepped on it.
You dick
All we hear, you're going to say it, Dylan, because you said it perfectly. All I hear is he pretty much looks like he breaks his ankle. What the hell? He breaks his ankle and says, "Shit!" But it freaking echoes. Literally, you hear it across the freaking parking lot.
It was people at Walmart heard it.
It was hysterical.
And then John's trying so hard not to piss himself laughing.
That's the truth.
And then, like, everyone in Route 21 just looks at me like a deer in a headlight, like, "Oh my god, here's a guy that just screamed profanity in the parking lot." And then John falls through the door laughing so hard.
And then everybody else just starts laughing.
Yeah, and then so, like, I was trying to be serious. I was gonna buy a thing of cologne. And I was like, "Can I buy this?" And the guy like, "Yeah." I was staring at him. I was staring at him like that aggressive, like, stare I have, like the "I'm gonna murder you" kind of stare. Like,
I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of you.
I'm gonna headbutt you. Nobody wins with a headbutt. Except for me.
Me, baby.
Me, baby. Me.
There's the Jack Black quote of the day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But, yeah. Like, I think I'm just horrible at flirting in general.
That gave it a fucking nowhere.
I was thinking about...
I mean, it relates to what we were talking about earlier, but considering we were talking about you busting your ass and screaming shit, and then you just go, "I'm a terrible
I am horrible at flirting.
I mean, I am too, so I mean, I can't talk, but I'm just saying.
It's kind of weird because, like, my mom kind of taught me how to talk to women, just not very well.
Not very well.
Because my mom...
You talk to them like this, but not good at it.
Because my mom uses profanity more than I do.
I'm sorry, but I can imagine you just cussing a girl out and then she just falls for you.
No.
How the fuck are you?
Hey, how the fuck are you?
Sorry to the listeners. They probably just got their ears bleeding now.
Yeah, well, none of us are getting dates after this.
Oh, well. Let's pause for minute silence.
Let's pause for our failed dreams. Yeah, let's keep it going. What kind of laugh was that?
Every laugh.
You sound like a hyena.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No. You gotta take me out to dinner first, buddy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Chill.
See, like that's the thing. Like I get my mind going and I get my funniness going, and then it just comes out of nowhere. And then
it's like his mind and his body parts are together.
like especially whenever I'm watching football, my team is winning. Like it's you've watched that before. It's slightly
don't be around him when he's watching fucking football. He'll
Am I-
just fucking...
am I-
Seriously, you're
am I-
walking, he'll just do a daggone clothesline.
Yeah! Didn't I do that to you?
You did! That's why I'm saying it.
I remember that because you were coming behind me. I didn't know. I was like, fuck yeah! And like I just deck you in the chest, and I'm pretty sure I made you break the cup you were holding. well, Steven got to experience that whenever I watched the Super Bowl. That was an exciting moment for him.
Don't be around him when he watches sports or any
like,
entertainment.
we just got done
entertaining.
eating, and I threw my plate at his face. I was like, yeah! Like he decks him like right in the forehead.
Oh my
I'm
god.
like, ping, yeah! Why are you stabbing your eyes with your glasses?
Because that's how fucking regrettable I feel.
That is horrible. Do you need a hug?
No.
Come
No.
give me a hug.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Give me a hug, buddy.
This is like the most disturbing and depressing podcast we've ever done.
Well, no, you haven't heard my life story yet.
We don't need to hear that in this one.
Well,
Why do you got balls in your hand?
Because you need to hold the ball of shame.
Fuck you! You holding the ball of shame. Shit, don't throw it.
Who made the noise?
You did.
Oh, I did? Don't,
Damn it, Dylan, stop it.
Stop flinching.
Stop throwing balls.
Hey. But, you know,
I'm still uncomfortable because you're holding two balls in your hand. I don't want to be hit with one of them.
the last time I threw a ball in my room, it broke my other... I had like a great idea, but it broke it, remember?
It broke it.
It also broke like
It broke my idea.
It broke it. And then like it also broke the that little like plug-in thing I had, and like you remember that?
You're fucking smart.
Because like steam came out of it, and I got really terrified, and then I cried myself to sleep tonight.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But going back to what I was saying earlier, like I'm just horrible. I talk to everybody like they're everyone.
Do you want to get decked in the mouth, Steven?
Makes no sense. It's
Please throw the ball of shame at him.
No.
It's
Why?
like last time I threw a ball in my room, it broke that and broke my ideas, and I'm horrible at talking to women.
I am. Because I just listen here, buddy.
I thought you were going to say an insult. I didn't think you were going to say buddy. I thought you were going to say butt or something.
Listen here, butter.
Butter.
No, because I forgot. I didn't want to insult you with your Beavis and Butthead style haircut.
Fuck off, you poon.
Hey, it's my
Oh,
voice.
shit! God, that's right in the nipple.
And now
That actually fucking hurt a lot.
now
Ow!
now I understand why you don't trust me holding.
Exactly, now put him down.
Oh, I threw the ball of shame at you. No.
Good, you don't have no balls anymore.
Aw,
I meant bouncy balls.
just like my dad because he got a vasectomy.
No! That's not something you say on a podcast, but that works too.
Well, I mean,
Live and learn.
yeah. What not to do at the age of 50?
Damn.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Very.
But you know, weirdly, that divorce worked out for the better. I became closer to both my parents. Which is kind of weird.
Sounds awful, but...
Like usually with no, but like most divorces, like you get closer to one parent.
One. This is like the most disturbing and depressing
Well,
podcast ever.
I didn't mean to be depressing. But if you want to be, I can tell you my whole life story.
No! Please, for the love
It
of...
all started.
No!
It all started August 29th, 1996. I don't know why I have a British accent.
Because I was born in the suburbs.
I was born in the suburbs. It all happened when I was 1 years old. I was punched in the face by a clown.
Oh my god.
And then at the age of 2, I got punched in the face by 2 clowns. Age 3, I got punched in the face by 1 clown again.
What the fuck? What about if that actually happened?
Age 4, I didn't get punched in the face by a clown. It was a rhinoceros.
God dang.
Age 5, 7.
Okay, enough. Oh my god.
Age 5, 7 clowns and a rhinoceros. Age 6, 7 rhinoceros, 1 clown. My British accent went away. My British accent fell away at the age of 7, apparently. What age was I on?
6, I think.
Okay.
Because you said 7
And number
clowns.
7, I had this voice going on. And nothing really happened. I just got punched in the larynx by Will Arnett. And then at the age of 8, I got a normal voice.
What?
I don't know where we're going with this.
Then stop it!
No!
God dang. This is going to be the most loud, disturbing, and depressing podcast we've ever done.
It wasn't
But
depressing. Oh,
hilarious.
Geez.
What?
Oh, golly gee whoopers. Listen here, buddy.
See how aggressive that sounded?
See, like, I've always wanted to be a voice actor. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Well, there you go. Now you have a chance.
You almost hit me in the dick with your shoe. If you would have done
Dick
that,
shoe.
I would have ripped your liver out of your nose.
See how fucking aggressive he is?
God. This is why you don't almost hit me in the schmeckle with your shoe.
What the fuck?
What was that? Is there anything else you needed to ask me?
I think we've already gone through everything. Give me a fucking list. God dang it, you ripped it off the freaking thing.
Because I was trying to look at it.
There's nothing else, really. Have we gone over everything?
Yeah.
You pretty much covered a lot of things in one of the topics we were talking about.
Because I'm a genius.
Even though, well, I mean, it'll work.
Damn.
Damn.
In my mind, essentially, I believe...
You believe.
That's copyrighted.
Not a sponsor.
Bodell is not a sponsor. I believe that I have a lot more potential than just being a comedian. Like, I can do voice acting.
That's true. Good lord. You can do a lot. He's done a lot more voices than I thought he could ever do, honestly. He doesn't look like a guy that can do voices, but then once you actually hear him, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, like I used to do the Barack Obama impersonation quite a bit.
Can you still do it?
Now let me be clear. We have to come together to get food. I'm kind of hungry. I got the rumblings in my tumbler. I'm kind of craving human hands.
See, this is like freaking great. I would love to do. Like, you could totally do a skit with that, just that voice.
I could do a skit with this voice as well. How are you doing?
It's like Stewie.
You look like a shit. You are bowling shoe ugly, my friend. You look like a bowling shoe fucked Freddy Cougar. And not in a positive way.
Not in a positive way.
Alright. I think he insulted him quite a bit already. Alright? I mean, he is kind of ugly. But at least he doesn't look like a beaver.
Looks like it doesn't look like Meg.
Yeah, at least he doesn't look like Meg. Is that right?
But as you can tell...
Giggity. That's all I can do in his voice. Like you the Arnold. Give me the onion rings. I didn't get to the chopper. Who else can I do?
Your dad?
Sometimes you gotta do the Matthew McConaughey. I hate left turns. All I do is alright. That was lame, but it was funny.
It was funny.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Damn it, baby.
Damn it, baby. Help you advance strength. I'm gonna kick your ass.
See, it's great. The hearing is... Oh, God.
Fire! You need TV for my bunghole. Are you threatening me? What else can I do? Your mom.
Well...
Oh yeah, like sometimes you gotta set your mind, man. Like me, baby, me.
There's Jack Black.
You gotta get a loosey goosey. You gotta get a loosey goosey, bro. Come on, man. Let's do it. Come on. Tickle my hand. All right, there we go. Tickle handshaking. All right, buddy. All right.
Okay, what the fuck?
All right, Cage. Come on. We gotta do it. 1, 2. What did you do?
I can't do that. You know that.
Because you're a failure. I see. I can do Jack Black. I just pulled that one out. I didn't even know I could do
He
it.
just pulled it out of his ass.
I did.
There you
Gonna
go.
be loosey goosey. My ass was gonna be loosey goosey later. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. It's gonna drain out, buddy.
It's like Drano.
It's like Drano.
It's raining Drano.
Dude.
Holy shit.
Dude. Just boom, baby, boom. Idea. Got it. We write really weird sentences, like my ass leaks like Drano.
Your ass is squeakier than a mouse.
And then we, put like really weird pickup lines and like play like really slow piano music. Are you a beaver? 'Cause damn. I saw that on a t-shirt earlier.
Wow.
Like, just, like, really shitty stuff that we could just, like...
Just fuck with.
Yeah, like, really corny jokes and shit. Corn shit.
Corn chips.
Corn chip shits. Corn chip shits!
Write them sinuses.
Say, write them sinuses?
Sinuses.
Just write them sinuses.
Write them sinuses.
Better write them sinuses, boy. No. What other... Whoa.
What?
Oh, I forgot about the Mickey Mouse.
Oh, boy.
Oh, oh no, Pluto. Oh. Howdy-o.
Oh, shit.
Howdy-o, you little chicken fucker.
Imagining fucking Mickey Mouse actually saying that.
Ooh, yeah. Gonna snap into a Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah, dig it. That hurt my throat a lot. God damn it. How did Macho Man Randy Savage do that all the fucking time?
Because that's his actual fucking voice.
That was his actual... Oh, my God. I thought he was just... Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Dirty Roads. Dirty Roads.
Now it's kind of like you're making fun of people with speech impediments.
I have a speech impediment.
I'm just saying. You talk like that like you're Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson? I'm Mike Tyson. I'm going to read you without a tooth book.
I'm sorry, just imagine him actually reading would be freaking hilarious.
That would be. But, like, why would I make fun of people with speech impediment? I have a speech impediment.
It's still pretty funny.
I have a stutter.
I mean, it's not that bad.
I mean, well, whenever I try to talk to women I'm potentially trying to date, I stutter a whole lot.
So it depends on what it is you're doing that.
Yeah, like whenever I'm trying to like, whenever I'm like actually flirting with a girl, like I sound like Porky the Pig. That's how much I'm stuttering. Like, try to make fun of that, 'cause that's me. What else can I make fun of? Besides, oh my god.
What'd you do?
No, my arm itched, and I was holding my beard comb, so I just scratched it.
Beard comb.
Dude, beard comb commercial, we can do that. Alright, I think we're pretty much done here.
I would say so.
Ah!
Hopefully you guys... What the hell did you do?
I someone just scratched my eye and I poked it.
Poked it, boy.
Oh my god, my eye feels weird.
Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this podcast. I know we did.
Well.
Well.
Ah!
Stop poking yourself in the damn eye.
No! My hair got caught in my glasses.
Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for listening.
And thank you for being fans
of the Macho.
Please come back.
Please come back. That's all we can ask for. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in the next podcast.
And stay macho.